All right. My sins away. He washed them. Indeed he did. Welcome back to the program, everyone. I am Floyd Lawton.
And I am Alyssa Thomas. And this is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
It is indeed. Mm-hmm. This is The Read.
It is.
A satirical comedy program where we come on to the internet.
Here you
and we
go.
say things and nothing bad ever happens.
That's correct.
Alrighty, let's start with, our usual recipe and through line, the log line of the show, if you will. Black positivity and uplifting. Mm-hmm. Black excellence this week goes to Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone.
Is that the Olympian?
That's it.
Okay. Not actually got it right. Work.
Yes, indeedy. She just became the first American woman to run 400 meters under 48 seconds. I would like to repeat that this human being person ran 400 meters flat.
Insane.
In 48 seconds. I want you to understand how long we're like, not. Girl babies. This is nuts. But it's excellent. It's fierce. First American woman to do so. The podium for this race was all Black girls, all Black girl magic. I think she's the second fastest time in history.
Yeah, because that's fucking crazy. 400 meters is like 3.5 football fields. that is that is insane.
It's crazy.
Wow. Work.
It's the fastest anyone's run in this event in 40 years. And yeah, it's record-breaking and fierce and sickening. I saw that Sha'Carri also scalped Jamaica again. I don't remember what race it was, though, which is why I ain't bringing it up. But she's, still sprinting through things, I guess, and winning and pissing Jamaica off.
Well,
okay.
She got to sprint through.
I don't know. It was just like, the headline was just like, oh, Sha'Carri shuts Jamaica out again. They're enslaved once again.
Oh, right.
Whatever. Took back independent. That's it. Yeah. Okay. So congratulations to you for being fierce and awesome and sickening. Let's get into a pop culture segment of the show where we talk about whatever the fuck. Starting with this story I read about a writer named Alex O'Keefe, famed for his participation in the show The Bear. This light-skinned brother was apparently detained by MTA police.
Uh-oh.
Because he was on a train and had his legs stretched out on, like, I guess, the seat in front of him. Occupying 2 seats. We hate you. Like,
I mean, but if it's
you've been in New York long enough,
yeah,
or just
okay,
you don't do that.
I mean, especially if the train is full. I could see if it was empty, but
now, see, I don't know about this portion because he was snitched upon.
Snitched upon? Well, yeah, because the police probably wouldn't have did nothing unless somebody called them.
Someone, I guess, another passenger was like,
"Who calls the police behind that?" Okay. All right.
Well, the people on the actual train, I get like the conductors or whoever who, I guess, told him you can't put your feet up on the seat. And basically like, fuck y'all.
Oh.
Do what I want.
I had to Google it. I'm like, there's no way this was like the 4 train. He was on the Metro North. Okay. That makes
no, not the train.
God, I was like, there is no way that you okay. I'm with you now.
Yeah.
Got you.
I see the confusion.
All right.
But yeah, anyway, they apparently claim that they had a hard time getting him to comply, and then they tried to get him off of the train, and he refused to get off of the train, which delayed service by 6 minutes, but I'm like, girl.
Wow.
As someone who was there for a decade, a harsh breeze will delay transit for 6 minutes.
Very true.
Let's just be very clear in here.
So real.
And concise. But yeah, apparently they had to handcuff him, get him off of the train. They say they didn't actually arrest him, just detain him. He was able to get the next train. Yeah, not sure what more to make of this outside of, I guess this is a story because this is a famous writer.
Yeah, because, I hate to be on a white woman's side, but you really can't just have your feet stretched up on other seats when it's people trying to sit down. Like, I'm just really confused by this. And if it got so far for the police to show up, why wouldn't you just move your feet? Like, I'm not.
Maybe he wasn't sober.
Right. Okay. That would make sense, but
I was just really tired.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Like, sick of everything.
If you that tired, you gotta call an Uber or have a driver or something somewhere where you can lay down. But
don't travel with others.
Yeah, just these few details. Unfortunately, I might have to side with the whites. There has to be more information to this story because I'm really not getting it.
Go super left. Cuffed him, took him off the train. Train kept moving, got on the next train. Amen.
And that was it.
Yeah. I'm glad that was that because it could have gone super, super left. I am curious though, was it like there's nowhere else to sit?
Yeah.
Move your feet, or was it like, well, I don't like it.
You're breaking the rules. Right. Because if it's just
if it was that,
exactly,
Barbara, get your dumb ass in the bin and shut your ass up. I hate bitches like you.
Right. Like, you don't have to like it to be like, okay, well, but I gotta see, so oh well. Like, I would not be tripping off of that. But I'm thinking, when you first said it, I'm thinking rush hour traffic, and this nigga is spread out like, fuck you and your bags. Yeah. Like, so that is completely different situation. Right. So. Okay, well, I'm glad you're right. This sounds like it wasn't even really a big deal. So,
yeah, thank God. Okay, what is a big deal is this David person that I don't know.
The youth made that up. That up.
I'm aged, and so this feel like it don't have much to do with me, but it is very alarming.
Yeah.
So there is a recording artist by the name of David Burke. The stage name is D4VD, which is David.
Sure.
I think that the girlies say he's a singer. He does something in music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing of him for the first time in my life because amidst his current tour, recently canceled tour.
Mm-hmm.
A story comes out about a missing 15-year-old by the name of Celeste Rivas. Sorry if I'm saying her last name wrong, but a 15-year-old girl was missing, and police apparently found her decomposing body.
Oof. Yuck.
Dismembered in his Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Daily Mail says David and his manager abruptly broken their $20,000. Oh yeah, he broke his lease after police raided his house in the hills.
Okay.
They, I guess, did their thing in there. He broke the lease and moved.
Well,
canceled the tour.
Yeah.
Sold the car, changed his fingerprint. I don't know.
And they just found this because that girl was missing since last year. So that sounds rancid. Like, that would be like, this just sounds extremely disturbing. Who is this man?
It's so Criminal Minds. It's so scary.
Right.
It's so sad. It's just, what is T? And I don't even know if he's been arrested or anything, because like when I first heard about this story and then they were talking about finding the body and raiding the house and stuff, he wasn't like an official suspect. I don't even know if they were calling him a person of interest, but it was kind of like, oh, we're working on it. I really don't. I don't know like where they're at with things right now, but I did see that the internet found photos of him and Celeste together at some point. Like I said, they found her body in his car.
Right. Which if
And
you, assuming she was 15 when she went missing, you were what, 19? That's still
19. He's 20 now.
Yeah. So that's still inappropriate and wrong. I'm assuming they had some sort of romantic connection. Yeah.
Possible homicide separate.
It sounded right. So that was already weird, nigga. What you doing with a 15-year-old girl?
Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm okay sometimes with just 30 minutes of Dress to Impress.
Getting right back on Roblox.
Chase Link around the apartment. Write about nothing. Something that'll never get made.
Don't do that.
Eat chips. Like, cause I tap in and I'm like, oh,
let me tap right back.
TikTok singer has a child's dead body in his. I don't know who this is. I don't know, like, what in the jigsaw? So
it's very strange. Was the Tesla just in a parking lot for this whole year? Like, why? I feel like there's a lot of questions here that haven't yet been answered, but him canceling all these tour dates seems to be, I don't know. It feels like a sign. It feels like a sign that his involvement is not circumstantial. I'm just saying it doesn't look good, nigga.
I can only think of the family and friends of this
teenage girl
when she went missing.
Jesus, right.
Who are like, oh yeah, this celebrity or whatever who's grown apparently had her body in his car. They're working on it. He's in Copenhagen right now. Like, what?
And got millions of strangers online speculating about your child. That has to be horrible.
How about Donkey Kong Bonanza? How about Bratz? Rhythm and Style? How about The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom with Zelda notes?
Ooh, yeah.
And accompanying Nintendo app. Because it's inoperable without that.
Okay.
I just won't.
You don't, right? No, because you've already done that.
I hope that they figure this out because this story is really, really disturbing.
Yeah.
And it's very sad to me. I would really like to know what happened to this young lady.
Yeah.
And that some dickhead didn't do something really awful and just feel like he could just parade around with a microphone in his hand.
Right. This little nigga I've never heard of. But if he did this shit, you can go ahead and take him. Go ahead and take him, girl.
Oh, yeah, you can have him.
Won't miss him.
Thugger is battling the state of Georgia.
Again?
Oh, yeah. The judge down in Georgia is apparently attempting to seize a property of his. Roughly $145,000 in assets, to be specific. And Thug's not going for it. They say they cited a delay in forfeiture hearing as a reason to dismiss a civil forfeiture lawsuit tied to the RICO case. Okay, so if you would kindly allow this man to keep his Corvette, Jeep Grand Cherokee, Mercedes-Benz, several firearms, assorted jewelry, and $140,000 in cash.
Wow.
They would greatly appreciate it. I mean, that judge was like, Denzel, I'm leaving here with something.
Give him his shit back.
I'm leaving here with everything.
Okay.
Young Thug has a new album that's supposed to be coming out this Friday. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm not going to try. UY space SCUTI. You can have a blast. I don't know what that says.
Ooey Scooty?
Sure.
Oh, it's a red hypergiant, which is a type of red supergiant star.
Fierce. Thug DeGrasse Tyson.
It's the biggest known star in the universe. So I think we know why he chose that. That's pretty lofty. Are you sure? You sure that? Well, okay. So wait,
like him taking me to school.
They giving him his shit back or no?
Judge Whittaker noted that the state could appeal. About a month after the initial ruling, the state filed its appeal on September 19th. This is on wrapup.com. The plaintiffs contend that a motion that Young Thug's legal team previously filed is what caused the delay. While we are gratified that the defendant will not be receiving gang-related jewelry back, we are perplexed that Judge Whittaker dismissed the case based on a timeline requested by defense counsel and a date the court set for trial. We're evaluating the case for possible appeal, considering that strange procedural history. This is the DA.
Okay.
Jeff DeSantis.
Got you.
So, no, he's not getting a lot of these things back. Like, he's not, but he wants them.
Well, I don't blame this.
Sounds like
3 fucking cars. He probably want his guns and his money more than anything else.
I think so.
Yeah. But I would think the guns would be the last thing you need to have around you, nigga. Like, you have to walk such a fine line right now. It seems like maybe you want to stay away from top priority, right? That cash. I want that cash first. He got a lot of kids, right?
Yeah, he's got a couple.
Never mind. He got multiple cars. It don't matter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go and actually give me my money first and then my cars, and then we could talk about the rest. The jewelry, if it's sentimental, stuff like that. But that $145,000 in cash would be the number one thing I'm looking at you niggas for. Like, you can go ahead and give me my shit back. My bills are marked, so don't play with me. But the rest of this, I don't even really understand this procedural history. I don't know if this is strange procedural history or not. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if that's normal shit or what, but I guess the attorneys will be battling to figure that one out.
He is dropping his album the same day as YFN Lucci, who is, I guess, a rival who is dropping his first post-prison album on the same day. So I guess they're now going back and forth with each other. I paid very little attention to this part, to be honest with you, because I wasn't as interested. It seemed like those of you who are waited with bated breath for the new Paid in Full series, this feels like it's more your speed. And I urge you to go wherever they're going to break this down, so that you can get your dessert on. I don't care. I barely remember who YFN Lucci is, but I wish everybody the living best, and I hope they don't have a reason to go back.
That's Regine's ex-boyfriend.
That's as much as I know.
That is
and that was what?
Only
50 years ago?
I don't even know.
Ago?
But I remember this conversation coming up before because I thought YFN was young fuck nigga, and it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, him being connected to Regine is all I know about him. I do not know one song. Gun to your head, name 5 YFN Lucci songs.
I couldn't name half of it.
Pow! Nope, not a damn one. So, okay.
God bless.
Yeah, good luck.
Marlon Wayans is responding to, I guess, critic reviews of his latest film, Him, the football horror thriller that just came out this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Past 13 million at the box office. The critics have been absolutely shredding this movie.
Okay.
Just
damn.
ripping this movie to absolute.
Damn.
Yeah, they hate it. So Marlon says this: just to be clear, I respect critics. Their job is to critique. Is it?
That's incredible. Look at you.
Oh my God, I didn't consider that.
That is indeed their job.
I respect their work. It shapes our industry, but an opinion does not always mean it's everyone's opinion. Oh,
it never.
Some movies are ahead of it. Like, it just doesn't. Like, that's in
an opinion. It never means it's everyone's opinion.
It's baked into the definition that it's like.
Oh, bless that.
Some movies are ahead of the curve. Innovation is not always embraced, and art is to be interpreted, and it's subjective. This just feels like a series of facts. I've had a career of making classic movies that weren't critically received, and those movies went on to be classics.
Okay.
So don't take anyone's opinion. Just go see for yourself. Love to all him in theaters now. I saw the movie.
You did?
Yes. I didn't think it was as bad as people are, as the reviews are.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't think it was fantastic.
Let me check Rotten Tomatoes.
Have a couple of maybe don't. But
oh damn, 28%. Yeah, that is not good.
It wasn't. I don't think it was that bad. I really don't. I feel like the ending felt a little rushed.
Okay.
I would have liked to kind of explore, or just I don't even, because I don't want to spoil anything. But
yeah.
I don't think it was as bad as these reviews are making it seem like it was.
Okay.
To me.
Yeah. Well,
if you were expecting Get Out or Nope or something, then
well, it's Jordan Peele, right?
But he didn't write it or direct it. It's not. He's just producing it.
Okay, never mind.
It's Justin Tipping's directing it.
Got it.
And I think co-wrote with two other folks. But yeah, if you're going in expecting the follow-up to Nope, I'd urge you to read.
Okay.
Just credits.
No, this isn't that. We just put the money behind it. Okay. Well, so do you feel like you and the critics normally agree when it comes to horror movies? Or do you normally feel like you enjoy the movie more than the critics did?
I think that I usually agree with critics when it comes to horror movies. There aren't many horror movies that have been reviewed terribly and I like them.
Okay.
It's maybe more the opposite sometimes, where a horror movie might get really good reviews or great reviews, and I'll be like, I didn't think it was that good.
Yeah.
But it's rare that they get trashed, and I'm like, it was fierce. What are you talking about?
Got you.
But I watch a lot of them, so I'm also used to watching scary movies sometimes that are kind of oh, that wasn't that great. But yeah, if you ever go to a theme park and you get on some rides that are that was really fun. Let's do this one 3 more times back to back.
Yeah.
You get on another one that was that was terrifying. I never, ever, ever want to do that ever again in my life.
Got you, yes.
You get on some that was that was one of the most boring things I've ever experienced, but the kids enjoyed it.
Teacup ride.
Yeah.
Yes, got you.
This kind of felt for horror, somewhere between the teacup rides and maybe I don't know, Splash Mountain. It was fine.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't expect for people to be ripping it to shreds and shit. And I also had the same thought before I read this comment from Marlon, that I think that it's going to be one of those movies that after a while people are going to come. I think it's going to be a cult classic.
Right. I mean, and he's right about the Wayans or maybe he just meant him specifically, but y'all definitely do make movies where at first it's girl, what is this? But also Black people tend to really love those movies regardless of what critics say. So I would be really interested in hearing what Black people who love horror have to say about him. And since you like
I've been looking.
Okay.
They don't like it either.
Damn, I'm trying so hard. Jesus.
I mean, I haven't paid super, super close attention. I'm sure it's a lot of niggas like me who feel the same way. But I did see some comments from horror, Black horror fans who were I did not like this. But genuine criticisms, which I think is fair. It's not a perfect movie, but I think it was getting shredded unnecessarily by some critics. And part of me wonders if it is because of Jordan Peele.
Oh, man.
And that
everybody had higher expectations. Maybe.
Not just that. Okay. I think Jordan Peele now has this reputation of, well, he's just making some Blackest DEI movie. So,
okay.
Mama, I promise you.
Wow.
I promise you. Weapons, the movie that just came out, Zach Cregger film that everybody loved, that somebody, remember there was a person who wrote a letter in.
Oh,
like, I'm pregnant.
Sorry, I Googled it again.
This has happened.
I Googled it again.
This is the third time that you did this. This is the third time you did this.
That poster is so scary.
There's a rumor, I don't know how true it is, that Jordan Peele tried to acquire that script.
Oh.
And that it went elsewhere. And a lot of comments were like, good, because he would have hired Will Smith instead of Josh Brolin and made it some racial shit. Like, Jordan Peele has one movie that's really centered around race.
Right.
One. And it's Get Out. And it's the best one.
Right.
So like.
It is. Get Out is excellent. Get Out shifted everybody's wig. So I wouldn't even be, I feel like maybe y'all missed.
Someone could argue maybe he should make some.
Maybe, right. Like maybe you ought to keep doing that. But yeah, I'm looking at the reviews now and I am seeing black faces. Him is one of the worst movies of the year. I don't know what this movie is.
No, it is not.
Well, that's what Lucas Moore of JVS Media and Production said.
Never heard of them. God bless you, Lucas. I disagree.
Niggas are tearing this up. You're right. This one says him is more stylish than scary in the traditional horror sense. But even though the movie starts to fall apart in the final acts, it works as a thought exercise about the prices people are willing to pay for one of America's favorite pastimes. That is from Charles William Moore at The Verge.
My complete opinion.
Okay.
That was a complete opinion right there.
Got it.
Worst movie of the year. Have you watched any others?
I mean,
I can name like 5 worst movies right now.
Lucas Moore gave it an F.
And he's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah. Lucas Moore said this was garbage. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah. Damn, that's strong words, but I respect being bold enough to share your opinion. I mean, there's a few positive reviews here, but you're right. Most of this is like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? But also, especially when it comes to horror films, but I think maybe even movies in general, I don't think most people choose whether to go see a movie based off critic reviews. I think you go whether you think it looks good or if your friends want to go and you ain't got nothing else to do. Like, I think that's the reason people go to the movies anyway. So, but yeah, artists are sensitive about their shit. They definitely gonna defend it when people are ripping it to shreds.
And critic reviews, while they may not, it may not be the reason that someone decides to go see a movie that's at the box office right now. It will certainly decide or take part in the future of the artist within the industry, especially black ones, because these crackers can't wait for a reason to be like, ain't nobody watch that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, we're not spending, we don't have any money.
Yeah, that's true. They love to be like, one black movie didn't live up to what we thought it was going to do. Therefore, we won't make another one for the next 6.5 years. So,
Sinners was tearing pubic hair out.
And it's coming back.
And white people were like, it's just not making money fast enough. It's got a long way.
After like 2 days, they were like, Sinners still hasn't made back its budget. Girl, give it a week. Like, give our girls a week even. So, but yeah, I did see Sinners is coming back in theaters for Halloween. Right, as it should. I might go see it again. I just have to leave. I have to leave once the white girl gets bit. I have to leave once Haley Steinfeld gets bit, because then I mean, it's a great movie, but it's just too gory for me after that. But God, it's beautiful up to that point.
Wow. I just love all of it.
I know. No, well, of course.
I love the blood. I love the violence.
Nah, when she was fucking him and then she ripped out that man's whole fucking throat. Oh my God, I can't do it. I can't.
I love Cornbread coming back to the door.
Oh, now that was okay. Yeah, okay.
What did he think? They were like, girl,
hilarious. Why you can't just walk your big ass up in here like you've been doing all night? Yeah.
You go love your black ass on somewhere else. You're not coming here with your possessed ass.
Yeah. Yikes.
Fierce.
Yikes.
What a fierce piece of cinema.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you guys were holding the rest of this to. Sometimes you go see a scary movie and you're like, that wasn't Silence of the Lambs, but I had a good time. But maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you really hated it. You know something else? I don't give a fuck about football.
Okay. Yeah, you don't.
So I was looking at this as commentary on, sacrificing like your humanity, your safety, your mental health for success in that sport and adoration specifically within that sport. And all of the actual non-supernatural, well, the supernatural is used here to whatever,
right,
artsy it up. But all the non-supernatural, fucked up mental things that can happen to you when you, I don't know, crash your skull into another person. Like,
yeah,
for 100,000 times. Yeah. So, but if you're like a real red-blooded American football fan too, then maybe you also have a different perspective on it. It's like, this doesn't even give football. Trash. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, there could be a whole layer to this that I missed.
That you're missing because you're like, you are, despite what you be doing on sports shorts, you really do not be knowing. So,
like, that's a football. They're running.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think it's unfair to compare this to Sinners because that was Ryan Coogler, and that man is on a different level than most other filmmakers, writing, directing, whatever it may be. So, like, maybe just temper your expectations, but okay. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Marlon advocating for his movie and for people going to see it anyway.
No. He didn't even say nothing wrong. I mean, he didn't say, he said a whole bunch of things that were just like A, B, C, and then after that is D.
Yeah.
But his point was, I do agree with. Somebody got Keke Wyatt on the TikTok looking at sounding a fool. And I have to ask, you know, is this karma or whatever it is that you said about yourself? What did she say?
I don't even remember.
Is this God coming? Because she,
right.
Her son said that he told her after he was diagnosed with cancer that it was like some sort of karmic thing.
Oh, right. And she would have never raised money.
Mm-hmm.
Right, for his treatment.
She's on here in the worst bodysuit I've ever seen. Before she goes on to a song that it seems like she can't remember the lyrics to, she's talking about how her voice is sore, her kids are sick. And, you know, so if she don't hit the note, you know, don't say nothing. The audio quality sounds off. She turned into them because the backtrack comes on before she starts singing. Yikes. So it's giving like, it was just a whole mess. And then the person who was making the TikTok gonna flip the camera around as this black nigga who looked like that one guy whose name I can't remember for life of me right now. But he's just making this fucking TJ Henderson face in the camera like, is this bitch serious?
Got you.
With a caption, we paid for that.
Yeah.
So I just think, you know,
because, I mean, the thing about it, Keke, is that people only pay to see you to hear your voice.
Yeah.
There's nothing, we don't come for anything else. Not looks, not choreography, not background dancing.
Single other.
Not one thing. So if your voice isn't up to par, the show should not happen, as far as I'm concerned. Because we don't come here for anything else. So don't be mad if I sound off. Bitch, I'm going to be mad. What do you think? What do you think I came here to...
I spent money.
I gave my money to a homophobe so I could hear you sound good. You can sing. You can really fucking sing. That's why people have been looking past all of your mess and supporting you anyway for however long. You have good music. You have an incredible voice. If the voice isn't there, there's nothing else for us. So
my throat feels sore. My kids are sick. Girl, you have 36. One of them is gonna be sick of it and give
all the time.
That's just how, like,
right. So then,
what are you talking about?
I get that canceling shows is a pain in the ass and that would have pissed people off too, but I think I'd rather y'all be mad that I canceled than mad that I sounded the fool. That might just be me though.
No, I think even those of you who may not realize it, That's what you would rather have as well.
You would rather wait 6 weeks and try again.
You would.
You would.
You would. You would. Even if you got to call up Southwest, Delta, America, whoever, and say, I'm not coming, and you are pissed. Imagine if you would have got on that flight, caught COVID, went to the Keke White show, and she sounded a fool and talking about she sounded a fool because her kids sick.
Okay, bitch. I don't care.
Weigh out the anger. A canceled flight or a flight to miss.
Well, okay.
Then you got to do what you and your friends do after a trash ass event that everybody put their heart and expectations into, and try and find a bar to like our bar community to hop around into, or just go down to the Chili's and try and make it with a huge dessert that everybody share with 4 spoons.
Mm-hmm. One of them big ass cookies or something.
You just take control of the night. Nicki Minaj tweeted 3.27.26 CD emoji.
That's a long ways away.
It should be.
I mean, that's a good 6 months. Yeah, so.
Great. That means it's in the works. That means you can hopefully have, ideas, clarity, therapy, and all of the necessary things that need to happen before you get into official album mode. But here you have teased your adoring fans with the date for album 6, I think. Good for you, man. Can't wait to hear what you have to say about all of the things that you've had to say. My God. Interesting time to announce it as well.
That's all I'm saying. Because why is 6 months away you're teasing an album? Why? That's so far. Do you think it has something to do with that other girl putting out her album this past week?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
So that other girl's album dropped on Friday, Am I the Drama? And this was what, like 2 days later?
This tweet?
So,
okay. Well, all right.
Yeah, literally 2 days. So, midnight on the dot. What a freak.
You think she did that on purpose?
I don't know, maybe. It's just interesting. But yeah, I guess, here we are back in female rapper mode. Who else just dropped the album? Oh my God, I'm forgetting somebody else. Doja's album comes out this week, I think.
Let me see.
We'll see how rap that's going to be, because I think she's going back to like the pop rap.
That whole sound.
It's like 80s funk, rock thing with it or whatever. I like the lead single. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah, going to be an interesting little time.
That is scheduled to come out this week. You're right. Did you hear Am I the Drama? Did you play it?
I did. I listened to up to, I think, like maybe the second or third song, the one she's dissing Jay-Z. And I was like, oh, wow, this is so wild. And I was like, I'm so curious to see what people were saying about this. And then I went to social media to see what people were saying about it. And they were mostly saying things about me. And you.
Yes, we were the drama this past week.
Yeah.
Wait, she was dissing Jay-Z on that song? Is that what you said?
JT.
Oh, I was about to say, what? I missed that. Yeah, I started it. I haven't finished it. But yeah,
so far I like it.
Yeah, it's not.
I guess I only listen to like 3 or 4 songs.
Yeah, the first like 7 songs are all like, fuck these bitches, I'm better than these bitches, you can't outdress me, all you whores should die, your lace front is cheap, etc., etc. So I'm like, okay, I mean, all right, but it's very long. There's a lot of fucking tracks on that album, so I couldn't get
albums long now.
I couldn't get through it all in one sitting.
10, 11, 12.
But the people I know, like my actual friends, said that they enjoy it. That it's, it's a bop. Cardi got her one, so I'll finish it eventually.
I have to finish it. But what I heard of it so far, I'm like, she just knows her sound. She gets her sound. She just leans into that. It feels like it's probably going to be relatively cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
So that was very fascinating. And I kind of like that some of one of these records is just a diss record. There's some of these is just like, this whole thing, I'm just talking about you, bitch. And I think that's kind of entertaining and fascinating, especially naming your album Am I the Drama? Like, yeah. So
you definitely are. That's not a question.
Yeah, that was it's about as far as they got from me. I started listening to it and I was like, oh, this is fierce and so fun. Let me go see what the internet is talking about. You, bitch. I also see that she and JT have now been going back and forth again. Mm-hmm. And the men have been involved in that.
Yeah, I think JT brought up the man who accused Stefan Diggs of sexual assault.
Which I just heard about today.
Oh, well, I thought I mentioned it.
I don't know nothing about it.
Last week, but I said a lot of things last week that got the girls in a tizzy. But yeah, I think JT was said something like, y'all need to pay more attention to gay men's stories. And this is so sad and all this. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I heard, I haven't played the song itself, but I heard a lot of people have been repeating that line about Bia and, name 5 Bia songs, gun to your head. And then it's a gunshot sound shortly after that, because can't nobody name 5 Bia songs. I actually cannot even name one. Does Bia have that I put on my jewelry just to go to the bodega? Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, so I don't. Maybe that's called bodega, but yeah, that is all I got. No,
that's called That's called A Whole Lot of Money.
Okay, you're right.
Or A Lot of Money.
Yeah, like you're right. So yeah, I've heard good things about it though. Just haven't finished it.
Yeah, me neither. Good for her though. Yeah, I talked about it's been a lot of stuff with her in this, because between JT being like, I'm not getting up off your ass, and going back and forth with her behind Uzi and Steph.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about the lines about Uzi, which I thought were kind of ridiculous, because I'd rather my man, have designer bags and like to get pegged than cheat on me constantly. It was like, I don't know why you bragging about that. That is just really indicative of bird brain type of behavior. But yeah, I until you said it, I had completely forgotten about that.
Then there's also, of course, the husband. I almost said ex. I forgot they're still married. They are. And she said that the bitch won't sign the divorce papers before he gets he wants a multi-million-dollar lump sum, one of the properties, something he's not even gonna sign the divorce papers. It's
oh wow. There's
laughing at her interviews and shit, just being petty. It's a lot of, no pun intended, drama.
Okay.
Just surrounding her and this album this weekend. But she kept it much cuter with you.
I was about to say, I don't even, what did they say about you? Because they've been chewing me up. I don't know what they said about you.
Irrelevant stuff, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
I kind of just rolled my eyes and went back to playing my Nintendo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just there's been a lot circulating around this album so far, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's a rap album featuring a girl who has a lot of bitches on her hit list. And Yeah, I'm mostly just glad that apparently it's good. I have to finish it. They've been dragging that one girl who has the she has Lourdes or Lourdes. She has a song on this album. I haven't listened to it yet, but she also has that song on Pink Friday too that I love called Cowgirl. I guess she maybe like wrote the hook for that or something. I don't know. But the Barbs want that lady's bone marrow.
Why?
Like they are.
Never mind.
Because
stupid
she's
question.
on Cardi's album.
Right. Stupid fucking question, girl. You know why. Oh Lord. The stands are, this has been so ridiculous. Like all of this. I'll just address it. This is the single dumbest reason y'all have ever made me trend. This is the dumbest thing y'all have ever gotten riled up about before that I have said or done ever. This is so. First of all,
I thought it'd been Charlie Kirk.
I did not. Charlie Kirk got it worse than Cardi did in that episode.
Like way worse.
It was not personal to Cardi. I say this about everybody who haphazardly brings children onto this planet. I just said it about Keke Wyatt 2-3 weeks ago. I don't play about kids. So if you were offended, I suggest you check your own life or check, perhaps you are sensitive because you see yourself or your mama in Cardi and her behavior. I really don't know. But that is a personal problem for you to address and work on with your therapist. I would like to apologize to your LaBoo-Boo because even though it is horrifying, it didn't deserve that. I was just caught up in the moment and my emotions got the better of me. But yeah, y'all, was it mean? Was it harsh? Of course it was. Of course it was mean and harsh, girl. This is the read. It isn't fucking Sesame Street. It was harsh. Correct.
So nice if it was.
No. But yeah, Cardi's also mean. The same bitch who just bullied Samira off of TikTok like a month ago. Y'all act like Samira is this plus size influencer. This girl, she went to Harvard. She sings. She does all these videos about like brands making more clothes and plus size and stuff like that. And she called Cardi out for something fat phobic that she said. And Cardi was like, it's not that big of a deal. You bitch are so sensitive. You couldn't have never grew up in my house because we say way worse than this. Just for the Carbs to turn around and be the exact same level of sensitive because I said something critical about that girl. So I'm gonna need y'all to act like I said something about Cardi B and not about Miss fucking Rachel or something because that bitch is also mean. And I did not wish death on her. Please go back and listen again with your listening ears. Sometimes y'all hear what you want to hear and not what was said. I said she would be praying that she wakes up from her next surgery, which is a reference to when Cardi herself said that she would rather die on the operating table than have an undesirable body. So, again, if you mad at me for that, you need to go be madder at her first, because that bitch said it. Y'all are being so weird about this. It was really ridiculous. I couldn't do nothing but laugh at you niggas. The research and the science is on my side, girls. Think twice and then 2 more times before you have kids. Thanks.
I'm just like
it's just not that. Nothing about this was that serious. It was not. The people who actually listened to the show were like, I actually thought you was going to go way harder. I cannot believe of all the things that you have said on this show, this is what pissed them off. But, the Cardi stans and the Crissle haters came together and was like, bitch, we are going to form an alliance and we are going to make this trend on Threads and my whole TikTok algorithm is just people talking about me. I said, well, the fame of it all. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. This is so fucking stupid. Because mind you, this girl is pregnant again by somebody who isn't her husband when her youngest child just turned 1. And that nigga got 2 other kids born this year and allegedly some more on the way and sexual assault allegations. But I'm wrong. Oh, woo. But, before we move on, I do want to say thank you, a sincere thank you to everybody who tried to fight the good fight. You really don't have to do that ever, because I don't believe in explaining myself to these bitches. But I really appreciate y'all defending me. Everybody who wrote comments, posted videos. Thank you. I do. I really appreciate y'all doing that. Everybody who reached out. But this was simply not that deep.
All right. That's it for Hot Tops this week. We're going to take a break and come back and read your garbage. Hey, niggas and friends. We're back. It's time for your letters.
Yes, it is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. Our first letter this week comes from Victor, who says, "Hi, Crissle and Kid Fury. I'm a 28-year-old Black man, and I live in Boston. I moved here with my now ex in 2022, and although this city can be brutal, I've built a community of queer friends and allies. My immediate family lives in a very small town in North Carolina. My father, who was diagnosed with prostate cancer this past Christmas, has been fired from his job of the last 15 years right at the start of the treatment for his illness. He does not know that I know this because my mother has been telling me all of his business behind his back. My dad is in his early 70s and he's very conservative. Just like many old heads, he doesn't believe anybody has the right to know about his business. My dad has also not saved any money for retirement or emergencies, so this, along with his unemployment and loss of health insurance, places immense stress on my mom. My mother has not actually asked me for help yet. She's called to vent about the situation and spoken to me about how overwhelming it is to be going through it alone and how she wishes that our family had stayed living in the same house in order to support each other. But in the same breath, she'll say she's fine, that she'll handle it, and she doesn't need help. She does have some retirement savings and an emergency fund, but it's very little given my dad's age and health. I'm an engineer and blessed to be in a position to live by myself in this expensive-ass city and save some money every month. I love my parents, and I'm only where I am now because of the many sacrifices they've made for me and my siblings. I cannot live in good conscience knowing that I'm fine and they're hurting, but I do have some reservations. I can't help anyone in this situation if no one is being honest with themselves or with me. I dealt with a lot of homophobia from both of them as a child, especially from my dad. So I left home for college at 18 and never looked back. Navigating my relationship with them as an adult has been tough. They're the type of parents who expect me to stay in a child's place no matter how old I am. So if I'm too... Never mind. So if I'm to be involved in their finances, that simply won't fly. If worse comes to worse and I need to move in for some period of time, I have no idea how I'm going to do it and maintain a healthy environment for me. My queer family here in Boston is essential in my life, and I'm finally at the point where I'm making decisions that are best for me and only me. If you were in my shoes, how would you approach this situation? Any and all input you're willing to give is so appreciated. You have both been consistent voices in my life for almost a decade, and I'm forever grateful. Thank you so much, Victor.
Thanks, Victor, for your kind words and for your letter and for considering that two people who are not experts in anything or therapists.
Correct.
Could possibly provide you with some advice that could be helpful. No, what I think I would do in this situation, I'm gonna give you harsh truth here, or I don't know, tough love,
Okay, yeah.
I would prioritize myself, my health, my wealth, my well-being, and I would wish everybody the living best. I remember, I don't remember specifically why my dad and I got into it or what he did at one point when I was in my teens.
Okay.
But he was wrong. And I knew it, he knew it, my mama knew it. And I don't remember how this conversation started, but my mother was outside. I think she was going to work. She was going somewhere. And I was outside crying and she's talking to me about it. And I was like, it's fine. Because when I leave, when I move out of this place and I'm gone and I have my own life, he's never going to hear from me. Like, once I'm gone, if this isn't fixed, it's a wrap. And that will just be that. And I meant it. Thankfully, that didn't happen. However, I was prepared for it too. And I would have stood on it if it did. So my thing is, outside of the trauma that you sort of discussed from your childhood, trauma from both parents, then there's just the frustration of seeing someone you care about who is sick not care about being sick.
Oof. Damn. And that happens with the elders so often.
Girl.
It's so bad. It's the way my grandma would be like, bring me a Pepsi. Girl, you are diabetic, high blood pressure, every fucking... I'm not bringing you no fucking Pepsi.
I shouldn't even drink a Pepsi. It's got so much sugar in it. You can't have it.
I'm not bringing you no pop, me mom. Be for real.
No. You're right, though. It is like... Our parents, grandparents aged them and stuff too. Like the doctor is like, okay, you will die next week if you eat one more strip of bacon. Mm-hmm. And they're just like, all right,
fry it up.
Come home next morning, 8 strips in the pan. You're waking up to pork in the air. And you come out like, bitch, did you not like, I've been eating bacon my whole life. And the doctor said you may not have bacon anymore.
And that's why your life is
probably why we're here. No more bacon. Like,
no, girl, damn.
So, all that to say, there's only so much that you can do when it comes to this certain sort of thing, and making sure that they are at least just following medical orders and things like that, suggestions, taking their medication, changing their diet, all this stuff. Like, all folks are older Black folks especially, hard-headed. Yeah. Hard-headed, but stubborn, set in their ways, don't want to hear it, don't like anything that makes them uncomfortable. Think every vaccine is like mind-controlling poison.
Please, my God.
So I think after a while, you have to just be like, okay, well, daddy knows that 2 + 2 is 4. Mm-hmm. And that 4 will keep him alive longer. But he wants 2 and 2 to equal 5. And also,
it just don't.
I fought tooth and nail to get up right here outside of what daddy and mommy placed into my journey.
Yeah.
What do I directly look like? Mm-hmm. Breaking my back some more to save your life, nigga.
Yeah.
Well, you almost fucked up mine. And you don't want to listen to very clear, basic direction on how to keep yours around.
Right.
Look, patty cake. We can do whatever the fuck you want to in this bitch until it's your time to go. But I'm not going to lose no sleep because you won't take your medication or you won't listen to directions. Maybe you want to go. No shade. No shade.
Oh, Lord. Sometimes I think they are like, look, I've lived a long time. I've seen enough. And it looked like things are getting worse. Saying. Like, you take a look at what's going on. They're like, yeah, I don't think I need to stay around for all this. I think I can clock out.
You can only want what you want. That's not what I meant to say. You can only want for them as much as they want.
Well,
that might not be.
I know what you mean. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And I think, we all have to balance the good that our parents did for us with the ways that they hurt us. Like, that's just part of being an adult. We all come to terms with that. But some parents did more harm than good. Some parents hurt more than they helped. And so if I were you, Victor, in this very specific set of circumstances, I would absolutely not leave Boston. You have a supportive community there. You do not have that back in North Carolina. You go back to North Carolina, it's going to be niggas talking about you still doing that sissy shit and telling you that you can't be in their business, but asking you to pay the bills at the same fucking time. Like, bitch, that don't work. I'm grown. So I would stay where my community and my chosen family is. But once they open their mouths and ask for help, I would send money that I could afford to send. I'm going to pay all my bills first and make sure that I'm taken care of in my home. But, if you got an extra few $100s or something like that you can send to your mama, Once your parents swallow their pride and actually ask, then I would do that because you said you love them. You said you wouldn't even be in this position without them. They've made a lot of sacrifices for you and your siblings. That's valid. So yeah, I would do that. But what I'll send you some money. I'm not going to disrupt my peace of mind and my happiness for you though. That's what I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
Because them niggas probably still homophobic to this day. Now, what I look like
uprooting my life and comfort and sanctuary to come and argue with you about why you can't have a pork chop sandwich today or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I agree with Chris. I wouldn't like cut them off completely because they don't listen or whatever. I would be available in the ways that I could be available while also prioritizing my safety and sanity. And even in the frustration of whatever is going on would be, on my therapist's neck. Like, I watched him take a bite. I told him, don't eat it. And he ate it right on the FaceTime. And I just don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Victor did put in a PS that he has a therapist booked to see bi-weekly for the next few months. I'm like, yep.
Word.
So
Perfect.
You're taking very good care of yourself. Keep doing that. And yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with, sending some money, or even if you want to go home and visit for a weekend or something like that. Nothing wrong with that. But uprooting your life for this, I would really caution you against doing something like that. You're very fortunate to have a good job and be able to afford to live by yourself in a major city in this country. And you have friends. Baby, rich. You're rich. I wouldn't do it. I would not shake that shit up for this. But best of luck to you, Victor. Let us know what you decide to do. Our next letter comes from Rhea, who says, hey, y'all. I'm a 32-year-old mom of 4, where 2 of my kids are my husbands from a previous relationship. Co-parenting with his ex has been absolute hell for the both of us from the very beginning. One of my bonus kids is an 11-year-old boy who is truly one of the smartest children I've ever known in my entire life. Unfortunately, his intellect is coupled with bullying, lying, stealing, sneakiness, defiance, and manipulation. We've gone up to the school numerous times for him being a constant disruption and persistently getting in trouble in the classroom. We've caught him stealing on multiple occasions, which has ranged from snacks out of our work lunch boxes, money from family members' houses, and electronics from our bedside table. To address the school issue, I suggested having him evaluated for ADHD because I see a lot of his struggles in myself as an adult with ADHD, like having a hard time staying focused and taking a really long time to complete tasks. He has even expressed to me that he feels like his brain is thinking about 100 things at once. Same. My husband agreed to have him evaluated for ADHD, but his ex did not.
Oh, fuck! Really? I don't know why I thought it was going to be the dad. Okay.
It got so bad that he went to the judge, and the judge had it court ordered that his son be evaluated. To express her disagreement, my husband's ex scheduled the appointment without informing my husband and then hijacked the evaluation. It was supposed to be for the child, but the final report from the evaluation was filled with untruthful statements from her, such as my stepson not having any issues with concentration, and that all of the behavioral reports and write-ups at school were because of teachers targeting him, and that he doesn't cause any issues or get into trouble at home. All of this was last year, and now his issues have gotten much worse. Of course they have. We tried to use my husband's work benefits to get him some non-medical therapy, but they said he would have to be 13 years old or older and suggested we take him to his pediatrician to get a referral for medical therapy. The issue with that
so stupid
is that during their 50-50 custody battle, the judge concluded that the ex would be the medical parent, meaning medical domiciliary? Domiciliary? Okay. That legal term. Right. Meaning anything medical has to go through her. This wouldn't be an issue if she hadn't disrupted his ADHD eval the way she did, and if she didn't respond to my husband's request to put the children in therapy with the condition that she would only go if he went to therapy with her as well. Our concern is that she will forcibly involve herself in his therapy sessions, just like she did with the ADHD evaluation. And this will cause him to not want to be honest with the therapist because it will no longer be a safe space. Correct. We are also concerned that this will damage his initial impressions of what therapy should be, and those feelings will follow him into adulthood. My question is, what would you do if you were desperately trying to get your kids some help, but the co-parent persistently kept you from doing so? And what else could my husband do to get this baby the help that he needs? Thank you so much. Love you guys. Rhea. What a mess.
I don't.
She sounds. Rhea, you sound like an angel of a stepmother. You really do. Because you are advocating for this child as if you gave birth to him yourself. And that's really beautiful. And your concern, I share your same concerns that his mother, the child's mother, will corrupt this therapy experience like she did the ADHD evaluation, and that he gonna be like, oh, therapy is bullshit, and then not go again, even though it sounds like he needs it real, real bad. Yeah.
That's it. Like, how do you have this kid? Your husband is like, oh yeah. The kid is saying, I need help. The husband is saying the kid needs help.
Mm-hmm.
And the ex of the husband is saying, oh yeah, for sure. How you the one who wants to like jump in front of every road to this kid possibly
the child's own mother
some assistance?
Yeah.
I don't. How do you sleep?
Some people really believe they're doing right by their kids for this because it's like, well, ain't nothing, because they really believe ain't nothing wrong with my baby. Y'all just not treating him right. If y'all call him ADHD, y'all gonna put him in the special classes and he not gonna. It's about what other people will think about their child or how other people will perceive their child, and not about what the kid actually needs.
That is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, yes. It is.
If it was fucking 1950 whatever, and we're talking about old heads again, you still wrong. But with all this goddamn information and a parent and a step parent,
right,
being like, oh yeah, take this kid to a pediatrician or go da 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 da, you're like, nah, ain't nothing wrong with my kid. I'm sorry, are you
girl, did you hear what I said? The boy bullies, lies, steals, sneaks around, is defiant and manipulative.
He said he feels like there are a ton of thoughts going on in his head, mind at the same time. And you're just like, oh, nothing. Like, why do you... I mean, you already kind of said it. But I'm just like, why do y'all feel like getting your kid help like this, or even just having them be evaluated, is like stabbing them or something?
Right. Yeah. Like you're hurting them.
Just for argument's sake, you could take them to a specialist and they'd be like, oh no, your kid's cool. Just got, sticky fingers. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Or they could be like, oh yeah, here's this thing. We see it all of the time. Here's how you deal with it. So they'll be well adjusted and so on and so forth. And you get over the fuck. Get over whatever the fuck it is going on in your mind and soul.
Yeah.
That makes you feel some type of way about your kid having the need for a different form of healthcare or education or development or whatever. Like, because that need doesn't go away.
Yeah.
It just progresses differently, evolves differently. It manifests another way.
Oh, yes, it does.
Would want to just be like, no, my kid's fine. Who are you? Dr. Manhattan? You a god?
Right.
You a brain? So are you a neurologist? Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly. Well, a lot of people are very inadequate at parenting. This is so ridiculous. Your child lying to medical professionals about what your child is doing and the harm that they're causing only makes things worse for your kid in the long run. He's 11 now. One day he'll be 18. If he's still out here stealing and lying and bullying people and however that manifests when he's 18, this could easily turn into him getting locked up and being in and out of jail for the rest of his life.
For real.
So I feel for you because you're the stepmother. You don't really have too much, say in this situation. And your husband did try to use his insurance to get the baby some outside therapy. That place said that he had to be at least 13. I would keep that in mind. But also, is there anybody else? Like maybe the place you were thinking of taking him was like specific for ADHD, but they didn't work with kids under 13. But there's therapists, depending on where y'all are, that work with kids of all ages. There's probably some other stuff going on. It might have something to do with the parenting he's been exposed to up into this point in his life. Sounds like his biological mother is a real piece of work. So can you all gather evidence and take it back to family court and get visitation or whatever else, legal custody and, medical decisions and all that? Can y'all go back and have that redone? Have that, switched, revoked, whatever, to put it more in your husband's favor? Like, that sounds like it will probably take a while, and the courts are very reluctant to do that sort of thing anyway. But unfortunately, other than, going through the legal system, I really don't know how else you can do. You could try to talk to the mother until you blue in the face, but some people simply do not believe in anything that's wrong that they can't actually see for themselves. And I mean like broken bones and like bleeding, stuff like that. So yeah, it is a damn shame because I'm sure if this boy, tripped and fell and broke his hand, she wouldn't be in the ER telling the doctor ain't nothing wrong with his hand. My baby is fine, blah, blah, blah. But
you'd be surprised.
You're right.
All the time they won't even go.
That is so.
Ain't no wrong with your hand.
Meanwhile, he can't hold it up. The shit is broken. He literally can't. It's flopping. Like he can't. I don't have no control over my wrist no more.
A little diamond tap on it. A little rubber testing.
I think,
apple cider vinegar.
It sounds like y'all are going to have to collect evidence here of these instances of neglect and mistreatment and outright lying to medical professionals. But yeah, I would look around. That one place couldn't see him until he would turn 13. I would look around for somebody who could see him now. I wouldn't wait the next 2 years and just pray that it gets straightened out because, yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's only 11. No. So
I think you should try and find an alternative option for now rather than waiting around, or just go for it now. The kid needs help.
Yeah.
In that brain and body every day.
Right. Thank you for saying that, because that is a point that I meant to bring up and completely forgot. As much as he's causing hell for everybody around him and his teachers and friends at school and all that, it sounds like he's going through hell mentally. Like, it sounds like he doesn't feel good in his body. Sounds like his brain isn't at rest. So this is just extremely inadequate parenting as far as I'm concerned. But yeah.
I think the more you push back, the harder it's going to get for his mama to play ball.
You know what?
Yeah,
because it sounds like she wants the husband back. Because what is this? He can only go to therapy if you come to therapy with me. Girl, what? Now, why would I go to therapy with you? Like the couple. We can do family therapy.
Right.
And you probably should do family therapy, actually. We're all three of y'all. And if there are any other children.
Actually, you should,
yeah, sounds like family therapy would be great. But why is she asking for the husband to come to therapy with her? And that's the condition for the child to get some help. Like this lady sound real fucked up. She does. It's just a damn shame because children are the ones who have to pay the price for poor parenting, which was the point last week. And somehow that skipped right on over y'all's heads. So yeah, Rhea, good luck. But I think, like Kid Fury said, it's probably going to have to come from the husband to be effective. And she can make this hard on y'all, which makes it hard on her own child. And you would think a mother would be the last person to do that, but Some people are a mess. But
some people are a mess.
Yeah. Good luck to you. Our last letter comes from Harlem, who says, "Hi, Crissle and Fury. I fear I may be destroying a 20-year friendship, and I need your guidance and advice. My best friend and I are more like sisters. I know people say that all the time, but she is literally my emergency contact. She helped me move into my current apartment, owned by a nice old couple, met their son, and she and their son have been inseparable for the past 3 years. During those 3 years, we all became close. We would have the occasional Sunday dinner at his parents' place downstairs, but unfortunately, their son cheated on my best friend and she ended things back in June. Of course, I also stopped talking to him, which was difficult because he still came to my apartment at times to do maintenance for his parents. He also continued to do the nice things he was doing before they broke up, like installing a Ring camera in my apartment after some packages were stolen and bringing me paper towels when he knew I ran out. My friend has been wanting to sell the car that he gave her and asked me to leave the paperwork with his parents so he could sign it. His parents informed me that I would have to contact his lawyer since right now he is in jail for fraud.
Work.
They went on to... That's probably how he got you that car. Don't sell that car, girl. The police will be looking for that here in just a minute. Yeah. They went on to say how difficult it has been going to see him since they are too old to drive very far and how he's been depressed and lonely in jail. When I told my friend about what's going on, she said, "Oh, sounds like his cheating ass is exactly where he need to be." I told her that I did agree to drive his parents to the prison and will get the car documents signed. When we got there, he was exactly how they described, depressed, lonely, and broken. He has not heard from any friends and expressed feeling guilty about leaving his parents. I wish I could say that I never saw him again after that visit, but I've been back several times with and without his parents. We talk often on the phone, and we've started a book club to lift his spirits. All without my...
I'm sorry?
We talk often on the phone, and we've started a book...
Oh, no.
All without my friend's knowledge. Our conversations are strictly platonic, but he has commissioned a fellow prisoner to draw me portraits of us as book characters.
Okay, you done lost your damn mind.
Due to our visits and how much time we spend on the phone, my friend is under the impression that I am seeing someone, and I have not refuted this.
Yeah, you are.
I feel terrible for misleading her and for having such a complex friendship with someone who betrayed her. I understand that he did this to himself, but I can't fathom him being in prison for 4 years and dealing with this all alone. Do I come clean to my friend?
You won't be alone, girl, unless you're in solitary.
Do I come clean to my friend? Oh, that is an excellent point. Do I come clean to my friend even though it may end our friendship, or do you think this is an okay secret to keep? Love you both. Thanks so much, Harlem.
I've lived in Harlem. I lived there for quite a while, and in fact, very rich in culture and pride, and self-love. And so if that's not your birth name, I feel like some people will have a problem with you. What the fuck was this? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Your best friend gave you a place to stay. She break up with a nigga for cheating on her. A scammer at that. And you're like, oh, but he installed a Ring camera that one time that Malibu Boo got stolen from off the porch. And so he's T. Sure, he's in prison right now, but we just started The Catcher in the Rye. I mean, we just really started, a couple of Zane novels and things of that nature. And I've just been getting this amazing artwork. These beautiful portraits. Sure, it looked like the diary of a wimpy kid, but at the same time, there's heart in it in the artistry. And so, like,
please,
this is fine, right?
Let me look this
Girl,
up.
goodbye. Goodbye. I don't have nothing to talk to you about. I don't have nothing to say to you about. I have nothing to say to you. Is this an okay secret to keep from your friend? Are you...
Or should she...
That you're reading Twilight with her scamming ex-boyfriend?
In prison?
that he's commissioning portraits from some other jailbird
to draw the two of them.
Is this an okay secret? Harlem, I'm done talking to you. I'm nothing else.
Harlem, I'm gonna ask you which is worth more to you? A 20-year friendship with someone who you say is more like a sister to you. Again, we're talking about 2 decades of somebody who has been there for you, and vice versa. You guys have nurtured this incredibly close connection where you could not be closer if you were blood related. Or a man that you've known of for the past 3 years who used to live downstairs and did odd jobs for you because you lived in his parents' house. Like, I hope me phrasing it like that gets you to see what you're willing to risk behind this man. And the thing about it is, it's the fact that you are keeping it from your friend makes it seem so much more sinister and nefarious than what you described in this letter. If it is
1,000%.
strictly platonic and you're just trying to lift his spirits because he's in jail and, you know, of course that's lonely and isolating because it's fucking jail, why wouldn't you be honest with your friend about it from the very beginning?
Because it's fucking weird.
Because it's fucking weird. I get
she would have a problem with that.
You have a big heart. You're so empathetic, et cetera, all that. Yes. And this wasn't your man. This was her man. And as much as you might like the super in your building, that's not somebody you choose over your fucking sister. I'm really struggling.
I don't know.
Sweetie.
What you thought.
Sweetie.
This is probably one of those situations where you're like, I'm not going to say anything unless Fury and Crissle drag me. Because I think there's just like a handful of y'all throughout the lifetime of this program who have built like, I have done something devastating. And I'm not going to make any movement in doing the right thing here unless complete strangers absolutely rip me to shreds about it. So here you go, girl. You're a mess. This is a fool. I don't even believe that you're just trying to lift this motherfucker's spirits because he's in jail. He's a scammer. He's in jail. It's not the White Lotus there, bitch. It's supposed to be depressing. It's punishment. Okay? If he wants something to lift, tell him to hit the yard and grab them weights. Lift that. Make this time productive, bitch. The fuck do you need to be in here going through the Philosopher's Stone with this bitch so that he feel better? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't buy none of that shit. I think that you had this motherfucker coming over doing some little odd jobs and stuff around the house. Maybe you think he cute and you like this little relationship.
Yeah.
He got the Riddler next door in the cell next door to him doing fucking stick figures, sending it to your dumb ass on WhatsApp so that you could be like, oh my goodness, he's got art. He's being art. You sound a fool.
You do.
This letter was a fool. This is ridiculous. And I would, at the very least, no, I'm sorry. At most, what I will give you is that not if, but when your friend finds out about this, Lord, I hope at most that it is not devastating for her, that it does not take her too long to climb out of the pit of pythons and serpents that is your friendship. Imagine a nigga that was never yours, that cheated on her so she left him, that is now in jail, in the prison.
You can't fathom him being sad in prison where, you know, people aren't there to feel good. But you can fathom losing your best friend of 20 years behind this nigga? Are you sure, sister? I absolutely think you should come clean about it. you may even be able to save your friendship with her, but it can't be that she finds out about it. You need to tell her. But the fact that you spend so much time on the phone with this man that she's like, oh, you must have you a new nigga, blah, 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 blah. Girl, it's... I'm really trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but the more I'm thinking about it, it's like I think you like this man. And Harlem, it doesn't sound like he's the only one who's lonely. Because of all the niggas in the world for you to decide to get attached to, you picked the one who cheated on your very best friend and then went to jail for theft and lying and fuckery and trickery.
And it's not even just like, oh yeah, I feel bad for him because he actually, you know, had some cool qualities. So we chat every now and then. I catch him up on Love Island and tell him, you know, who fucking on who. Right. And that's it. We started a book club. He sends me portraits of us. The fuck are you talking about?
You need to be honest about this. The fact that you're not telling your friend, that's how you know you doing something you don't have no business doing, baby. So, and that, yeah. Anytime you have to keep shit from people like that, as if you're doing something wrong, you are probably doing something wrong. So,
and you know what pissed me off, Simone, is that you weren't even just like, oh, how do I approach fixing this fucked up situation that I, you know,
created?
developed.
Yeah.
You're like, tea or not tea? Girl, get out my face. Get out my face.
Please tell your bestie sister what you've been doing. You can... I'm trying to help you, but I keep thinking of if this was me and my best friend told me that this is what she had been doing, I would be so pissed. So you're nurturing this nigga in jail? You supposed to be my best friend? The nigga who hurt me, devastated me before he even got caught up on that shit? And you coddling him from behind bars? Bitch, are you for real? Yeah. All right, Harlem. Come clean, please. Tell the whole truth, and hopefully you can salvage your friendship. But if you don't really care about losing this friend, then keep going. Keep on putting money on his JPay and spending your weekends driving up there with and without his parents. That's your man. Wow. Oh, Harlem.
Wow. I bet you she ain't from Harlem. She's probably from Hartford.
Right. Don't let Tyler Perry hear this. Tell the truth, please. Come clean and really reevaluate the way you are choosing to move throughout this friendship, because this is grimy as shit, girl. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say it nicely, and I'm really struggling to come up with any additional words for it. You have got to be a better friend than this. This 20-year friendship. So you're a minimum of, never mind. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there. Tell your friend what you did. That's gonna wrap up the questions for this week. Again, if you have something that you would like to ask us, send that to asktheread@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
Okay, we are back, and it is time for the read. I will begin just by saying, all right. So to MAGA, to Donald Trump, to all of his, the folks within the administration and so on, the people pulling the strings. It is so mind-blowing to me how much space and opportunity you guys have to do whatever the fuck you want. Mm-hmm. And you're still so bad at being evil. Like, did you not watch a Batman? Did you not like a Ninja Turtle? Like, cartoon characters are more dastardly and insidious than you guys. You guys are clownery. when it comes to fascism. You're so bad at it. But it works because it just can. I'm talking about y'all briefly suspending that white man.
Oh, the way I almost forgot about this.
Because it is that stupid.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Kimmel, the Jimmy Kimmel show made headlines less than a week ago now. Because basically Donald Trump had the show suspended indefinitely through Disney, Nexstar, whoever, some folks. That CEO or chairman of FCC or whatever the fuck that.
What happened to free speech?
Exactly.
Do we still have a constitution?
The thing is, for this offense, right, and to take it back to my initial point, y'all couldn't even laser in on a reason for this corruption. It's like the headline comes out, oh, the Kimmel show is suspended for making fun of Charlie Kirk. Well, then people watch the clip. He didn't make fun of Charlie Kirk
at all.
Oh, well, he was suspended because he implied that the shooter was MAGA. You didn't do that one either. And I know that one might be tricky for some of you who aren't overly educated, as Tommy Loreninen likes to call people who read. But the comment was something to the tune of MAGA has been desperately trying to label the shooter as anything but one of theirs.
Yeah, they have.
That isn't implying that the person is MAGA. That's just an observation. It's just a recap.
It's true.
It's just stating what happened. When the thing happened, it was the shooter's trans, the bullet's trans, the shooter has a trans friend, partner, lover. They're radical left. They're a dog, cat, centaur, mermaid, butterfly. Like it just was
insane
all around the world and back. So that wasn't even like inflammatory. It wasn't untrue. It was just a statement. But the thing that actually pissed you girls off, specifically President 20 Steps Back, is the part in the clip where the actual joke, where Jimmy plays a clip of Trump's response. I think he's out on the lawn of the house. And they asked, a reporter asked him how he was holding up or how he was coping with the loss of Charlie Kirk. And the president he just threw the question away. And immediately pivoted to like, yeah, whatever. The ballroom is almost finished. We've never seen a bigger, more beautiful ballroom.
Gross.
It was just like, I think for both sides, it was a peculiar response.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that really got you up in a tizzy, on top of the fact that there was just some business shit. Like there's literally also money.
Right.
There's like a deal similar to Colbert.
Oh yeah. Yep.
There's just a lot of
and CBS
shaking hands on money thing. He's really just turning the country into his business.
Right.
Not a business, but his.
Right. And this is so obvious. So yeah, this is really crazy that y'all are pretending it's anything else.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Even so, when you jump out the window and like, well, we fired or we suspended him because he made fun of Charlie Kirk, and then changed the story. Even your voters will watch this clip and be like, well, what the fuck did he say? Well, I don't know, Marsha. I watched the same thing the other show did. Like, they had been coming around to, now, what the fuck are you talking about? And why are you, like, people have actually been frying Charlie up. People have actually been saying that Charlie Kirk and Erica can hold their nuts.
I was about to say,
that man didn't say shit.
Satan said, I'm deep frying that nigga actually right as we speak.
There you go. So your voters are going to be like, you pulled him off the air for that?
That? Yeah.
So it really just brings, it helps to validate what people are saying when they call you fascist.
Yeah.
When they say that you, when they compare you to Hitler, when they call you a Nazi.
When they say you're using the presidency to go at your enemies. That's literally what you're doing.
To get reporters fired, to deplatform people.
It's happening right in front of us.
Create a culture of canceling, of actually You see, when niggas said cancel.
It was fun. It was just a personal thing. I personally don't rock with that bitch.
Remember when woke was ours?
We have to stop talking around them. I think this is the only solution. They take everything we have and bastardize it.
This is why I don't TikTok.
Oh, you need to, though. TikTok is the best social platform.
I really find it insane. And at this point, I've just decided to zoom out.
Yeah.
And look at this world as, especially this part of it, as the sitcom that it is. I grew up a black butch queen.
Mm-hmm.
Been a fag since birth. So
the
world being unkind and unfair and
used to that.
Used to it.
Regular shit.
This is y'all problem. Y'all went out and chose to vote for this criminal twice. You had, you know what I mean? I don't get it. More of you are now starting to see that he's deranged. And here's what really pissed me off. Because outside of the fact that you were trying to censor people, while also, mind you, the person who you claim that you're defending the honor of had a platform where he said some of the most inhumane, disgusting, vile things about people living and dead. And he had the right to do it. He got paid to do it.
We all used to have the right to free speech. We all used to could say whatever we wanted to say as long as it didn't incite violence or, riots, things of that nature. There are some limitations, but free speech used to be a thing we had in this country. It used to be.
So then someone who tells jokes
and didn't even
coming behind it and saying, isn't it weird how the guy who announced the death, who acts like he birthed this person, was asked how he's dealing with it, and instead said, "Oh, you know what? I think we're gonna have the Rockettes perform." At the they were talking about you. Anybody say nothing about him? Censored. You're canceled. Of course, they put the man back on TV, but the thing that really pissed me off is that y'all also try to bully this man and be like, "Oh, well, he's not funny and the ratings aren't good." Yeah. And da-da-da-da-da. All of those things could be true. I couldn't give a fuck about Jimmy Kimmel Monday to Monday.
Yeah.
Especially after he shed living human tears for a lion or a tiger or a bear or whatever the fuck that was that got killed. Don't you remember the time I don't remember, it was after George Floyd or what? No. We were deep in.
Oh.
And someone killed an animal. I think it was a lion. And Jimmy Kimmel went on on his show and cried.
I thought you meant Trump cried. I'm like, yeah, I missed this.
No, Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay. Well, he cried over Eric Kirk. I'm like, y'all can't be for real. He just cried over. Yes, he just cried over
That makes this even weirder. So that's like, y'all then try to bully him and make this a Jimmy Kimmel victim thing. But girl,
Cecil the Lion in Zimbabwe.
Trying to get me to feel bad for Jimmy Kimmel is where I'm drawing the line. I will speak about this censorship. I will speak about y'all being the worst.
Yeah.
At being villains.
Yeah.
The worst. Chop the girls who are just being like that fierce joke that Crissle just made. Chop it's people actually
us
flaming these people, and we have the right to do it. Right.
We chewed that bitch up. It was no respect.
And we have the right to do that.
We used to.
That is Constitution.
Yeah. Have you heard of it? They chopping it up. They ripping the Constitution into little strips, rolling it up and using it to snort cocaine off of different surfaces in the White House. That's what they doing with that.
Going for this fucking Labrador retriever of a comic who apparently, I guess, just also cried tears over
Erica Kirk.
Old boy's wife.
Yes.
It's just like, why would you choose that as the way to try and flex? It makes you look crazy to your, but again, like I said, trying to make me feel bad for Jimmy Kimmel, that's too far. That I'm not doing that. But
oh yeah, no,
I'm not gonna be playing in people's face.
I didn't watch that show. No way. I didn't watch that shit. No way, child.
But you put me in a precarious situation of feeling like, give that man his goddamn show back.
Right.
Because it's unconstitutional.
Right.
And I don't like that.
Correct.
I'm not fighting for no motherfucking Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you bitches think that y'all are?
It's been, well, Disney lost, I think I saw that Disney lost something like $3.5 billion over this past week behind that decision.
I heard that too.
Everybody said cancel all of. I've seen TikToks of people being like, I canceled my $125,000 wedding at Disney. Why do I want to call her Miranda? The actress who played Miranda on Sex and the City, she did a video of herself canceling her Hulu. And when she canceled, they asked, why you are canceling your Hulu, Disney Plus, all this stuff. Everybody said, because we believe in free speech. Put Jimmy Kimmel back on the fucking air. Yes. People was like,
so stupid.
Bitch, we will simply bootleg. And she was saying, my family is going to miss Only Murders in the Building. My family's going to miss Abbott Elementary. I know Quinta was like, why would y'all do this right before the new season of my shit is finna come out? Like, why would y'all risk my shit right now? But yeah, it was, they lost a fuck ton of money over this past week behind this shit. And it's shout out to y'all for actually deciding like, I think we do care more about our bottom line than we do about stroking the president's dick right now. But y'all are enabling fascism. This is what y'all are doing. And you put Jimmy Kimmel back on the air just for him to cry about this bitch talking about she forgave the man who shot her husband. That is the example we should follow. That is the teachings of Jesus. That is a selfless act of grace from a grieving widow, and it touched me deeply. That bitch walked out to his memorial with fucking pyrotechnics shooting up from the stage. That was
Can we talk about that? What the fuck? Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
How come you didn't allow guns?
Maybe it's just like American to them.
Why weren't there any guns allowed at the memorial? I don't understand.
That was weird.
If guns aren't a problem.
Pyrotechnics?
Yeah. Yeah. Why are y'all doing that?
Maybe he liked them.
I don't care. I said, this bitch don't care.
I saw that clip of her watching. I was just like,
please.
Because our Secretary of Education.
Do we still have one?
Well.
Do we have a Department of Education? Is there anything?
She used to be part owner of the WWF. Or maybe still does that stake in the
that's WWF. Right. Oh my God. The entire administration is so full of shit.
Wrestling is that actually.
Yes. I be forgetting.
That might explain it.
She said, when y'all have this memorial, let me know because I can get you 75% off of some firecrackers.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
These are clown. 3 days after her husband died, Erica is selling merch for his funeral and all type of shit. This is so ridiculous. And these are the people y'all are bowing down to, for real? Nah.
She just had 2 very young kids and is like now left with the mantle of, I guess, making the money for them. So
you was gonna be fine anyway.
Right. She said she's gonna further his mission or however.
She's worse than he is. She's worse than he is. So
I'm not.
Hell yeah, she's going
about her, but I am not shocked.
Hell yeah, she's gonna further his mission. Of course she is. She was fully on, but I've seen a lot of people be like, hopefully now that her husband's dead, Erica can be free and raise her children differently.
Who would think that she wouldn't?
Y'all learned nothing from Get Out. Y'all saw that bitch.
Nothing.
Y'all saw that bitch eating Fruit Loops and drinking the milk separate and said, she's just a girl. She's just autistic.
Yeah. It's just girly pop.
White women be the main ones. Hello.
Are you kidding?
Now, now I have some conspiracy ideas in my brain swirling around, but I probably shouldn't say those publicly. But a lot of this behavior after he died, I'm sorry, I'm sniffing a rat and I'm sniffing one. Something in the milk ain't clean, and I'm going to leave it there.
But the way that this fucking administration treats the nation like a bop it, it's hard to keep up with. Of course we're gonna just start smelling rats. Bitches just tossing rodents around.
Like a bop it took me back to age 10. My God.
You know it's a video game now?
That sounds... The whole point is that you physically twist and pull and... These children are so fucking lazy.
They just came out on the Switch.
Okay.
I'm not... a week ago.
So you just mash the buttons on the controller instead of...
I guess.
Baby, if y'all don't go online and get that fucking toy off of eBay or Amazon or something and quit fucking playing, just buy the toy.
It's cheaper than the game.
Just buy the fucking toy.
They still make them.
They do. I have one.
Yeah. Do you have like the stick one or like the...
I have like the original. Not the long stick one. The one with all it's shaped crazy like that W or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
that's the one I have.
Oh man, I actually completely forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up. What a riot.
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, I have a few short things to bring up this week, and then I'll be out your way. First of all, the state of Oklahoma continuously embarrassing me.
Oklahoma and Florida, man.
Don't ever ask me why I left. The state superintendent, the same one who just got caught watching porn during a board meeting last month or whenever.
Holy shit, that was so fucking funny.
That same man just announced that they will be putting Turning Point USA chapters in every high school in the state. Turning Point USA is, of course, Charlie Kirk's organization.
Kidding me?
I wish I was. He said that Charlie inspired this generation to love America and speak boldly, and that the kids must get involved and fight back against the liberal propaganda that is pushed by the radical left and the teachers' unions, and the radical leftists have been dominating classrooms and pushing woke indoctrination and fighting parents' rights. And so Turning Point chapters will allow these kids to participate in dialogue about American greatness and American values. So here's the thing. Kids can already participate in dialogue about America and different aspects of America because the children are capable of speech. If they want to talk about politics, we have, or at least we used to have, 25 years ago when I was in high school in Oklahoma, we had clubs for people who were interested in political science. We have Model UN. If we had young Democrats and young Republicans, you could do that if you wanted to. Why would we need a super right-wing bullshit MAGA fascist organization, a club, to be in every high school? The kids can already talk about politics. So a reporter asked him what happens if there's a school that said we simply not going to put this club in the school. And he said they would be in danger of not being a school district. They would go after the school's accreditation. And everything would, quote unquote, be on the table in that scenario.
Wow.
I just gave y'all the stats last month about how these kids are doing academically in Oklahoma. We have real problems. Put a math club in every school.
Jesus.
Put a I can read at grade level challenge in every school.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Turning Point USA. You know what every classroom has? A leather-bound Trump Bible. That's what our classrooms in Oklahoma have. A God Bless the USA Trump Bible that costs $60 that you can buy on some bullshit website. That's what we're prioritizing.
Love it. So how long do you think until we get fire hosed again?
Next year. This same man put out a press release saying that any teachers who made any kind of critical comments about Charlie Kirk would be fired. It has just been stupid. people have been, they had a moment of silence in all the schools, and they reported teachers and staff who didn't observe this moment of silence.
That part I don't really care about. I think it's funny when people don't. And I think it's ridiculous to like mandate it or whatever.
Yeah.
But, someone you cared about died. You want us to be quiet for a little bit.
I'll be quiet during your moment of silence. What I won't do is stand or show any sort of reverence.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing none of that.
I'll shut up.
But I probably wasn't gonna talk no way. I wasn't finna talk no fucking way. But yeah. Ryan Walters, our kids can't read. Our kids can't add. Our kids don't know English, even though it's the only language that anyone around them can speak. They don't know shit about history. They don't know shit about science. And you said to address these problems, I'm going to put Turning Point USA in every Oklahoma high school. All right, girl. All right. We're ranked 50th in education, which would be dead last if we weren't including DC. Do you understand? Bitch, it's bad out here. Secondly, the New York Liberty. I'm not finna cuss out my team, but I'm really struggling to understand why we got rid of Sandy. I am. I'm struggling. I don't get it. She was the first coach to get us a championship. She's the winningest coach in franchise history. I understand we didn't live up to the expectations of this season getting bounced in the first round. I'm sure Sandy didn't coach to the best of her ability for every game. But this seems like we are running a very strict ship, considering we won that ring last season. It's not like we missed the playoffs altogether. We're not the Sky. We're not the Wings. I don't understand. Well, I'm just saying, we're not at the bottom of the fucking league. At least we made the playoffs, girl. To fire her for this? Imagine if Minnesota fired Cheryl Reed the first time she didn't she didn't get a championship after she did. She wouldn't be the winningest coach in the WNBA. I just feel like this. I please make it make sense to me. Like, who's coming instead? Who are we hiring? Is Don Staley coming? I just really want y'all. I need somebody to explain this to me. It can't be that strict over there to where winning a championship and then making it to the playoffs the next season means that a coach gets fired. I'm struggling to get it.
Women in power, especially Black and brown women in power, have to be flawless all of the time. Because if there's ever a moment where you're even just like average or mediocre, it's like, why don't you just try something new? You know, guys? Like, I just feel like, Black girls never have the opportunity to be like, all right, better, much less like fail. They're just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, knew it. Yeah. Anyways, next.
Well, so that is all true. Sandy is a white woman from Australia, but your point is still valid.
I started with women and then I went back to mine. I know I don't know anything about sports.
But this just, I'm really struggling to understand it. And of course, y'all announced this right after we renewed our season tickets for next year. But whoever you bring in, is the expectation that they take us straight to a championship? Because I feel like Sandy would have had a better chance of that than some brand new coach with whatever new coaching staff will be there. Plus, with the expansion draft and everything, we're going to lose. Like, we're not going to have the same team. Please. I really do not understand, baby. When I logged on the threads and saw this Ari Ivory post about the New York Liberty have released Sandy Brondello, I just knew. I said, this is a joke. This is a joke. You cannot be serious. How? We had injuries all throughout the season like so many other teams did, yes. And again, I'm not saying she coached perfectly, but not renewing her contract behind this season, really? She just got us our very first ring in franchise history last year. We just all were at the top of this summer in fucking Barclays watching the banner go up.
Yeah, it smells a little off.
I'm not understanding. And finally, for those of you who were like, why you didn't talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z? Why you didn't bring up...
Oh my God, I forgot to bring that up.
First of all, bitch, we forget.
I literally had a tab here that I completely forgot about this.
Please consider that everybody don't live online. I don't see everything you see at the exact same time you see it. But also, we simply don't discuss every fucking thing that has happened in the world on this show. And thirdly, what do you want me to say? Beyonce's at a table with very rich conservative white people. Okay, you act like she posed for a picture with this girl and invited her to her baby shower and posted. When people said, what do you think about this Beyonce and Jay-Z picture with Ivanka? I went and looked at her Instagram. I'm like, what are you... Beyonce posted Ivanka Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? Come to find out, you niggas are talking about a Jay-Z's fundraiser for the whatever the fuck his casino, some shit with Meek Mill and criminal reform, whatever the fuck it is, fundraiser where they raise, all that bullshit, whatever. This, of course, extremely rich people were there regardless of politics, because one thing that the very wealthy have that the rest of us do not is class solidarity. They stick together when it comes to them dollar signs. So yes, Ivanka and Jared are going to be invited when they're writing a check. Sorry. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I thought y'all meant that Beyonce was arm in arm with Ivanka, strolling around the building, that they was doing TikToks together and taking shots and licking each other's toes. You bitches meant that they were seated at the same fucking table at a charity event. Girl, cussing me out behind that? Really?
I'd love to know who is in charge of seating arrangements at the reform place. I understand how capitalism works and richtivity. I would like to request in the future that you keep the public wide open demons that we know about seated elsewhere, away from her at the very least. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for reminding me, because I fully intended to cap the hot tops off by saying,
let's talk about it, right?
Mr. Jay-Z. I just want to talk to who picks the seats. I just want to have a conversation with them. I just have a couple of questions. I have maybe one or two comments. I would just like to know about the seating. That's it. And I would like it to not happen again.
I mean, yes, of course. But people were tagging me in this like Beyonce had committed some mortal sin. She was just literally at the same table as this bitch. I'm like, this is what y'all are pressing me over. For real.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is immediately indicative of anything other than...
Go take a breath of fresh air. Yeah.
Wealthy capitalist people being in the same room.
Literally that.
But at the same time, I cannot like it.
Yeah.
I ain't like it when they had Kim Kardashian sitting next to the lady all the time at every fashion show.
Correct.
With the baby screaming and all that.
Oh my God, yes.
And that's Kim Kardashian.
Right.
Ivanka and Jared Kushner are actual terrible people. I don't want them sitting next to her either.
Kim is
That's how I feel.
Kim is MAGA as well. Kim is a Trump supporter as well. They're all trash. So I just don't... I could not believe y'all was pressing me behind this. Like, I really thought Beyonce had did something to like endorse Ivanka Trump. Girl, get out my face. I'm sure everybody with at least a $500,000 donation or whatever was allowed in the room that night. And it sounds crazy, the number of performers they had. And I'm like, damn, this is... What the fuck is y'all doing? I mean, I don't really get it, but I think this is the organization he started when they was like Free Meek Mill, and he actually did something about that. I think it's that. I know Robert Kraft is a part of it. And I know that the city shut down that casino that Jay-Z wanted to put in Times Square. Yeah, and I said, thank God for that, actually. Sorry, brother. We did not need no fucking casino in Times Square, girl. What do you mean? No.
The Jay-Z?
Absolutely not. Hell no. Keep that shit in Jersey, please. Fuck no. Fuck no.
That would have, oh my
Talking about this is gonna be good for black people. Yeah, and the black people are you.
Which one?
Him, his wife and children.
Girl, I'll probably never touch Manhattan if I live there and they put a casino.
There's enough going on in Times fucking Square, girl. There's enough going on. I already only go for Broadway shows because Times Square is hell. It's hell on earth. I only go for Broadway. If they had put a casino in there, so I'm so glad that they didn't. But yeah, everybody calm your fucking pussies down. It was not that deep. Ain't nobody afraid to talk about Beyonce in the same picture as Ivanka Trump, girl. It was.
I literally just forgot.
But
I forget things all to your point, there are topics some weeks that I want to talk about and I just forget because we rant. We go on tangents
real bad. ADHD real bad. So hope that satisfies you. Hope that was the response you girls were looking for. And that will wrap up this week's episode of The Read. You can find us on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com. Any other news from you or announcements or final words, Kid Fury?
Everyone take care of yourselves. I will see you when I see you. I will be live on patreon.com/Kid Fury this Saturday. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye, girls.